It's the NBA and 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Deron Williams.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the great ball handlers in this league. Just watch what he's able to do with his dribble and how hard he makes it for his defender to stay with him.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Pelicans in New Orleans. I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but that was by what an emphatic win it was.
And Kevin, they overcame a very poor shooting night to win that game. You're not going to be able to win very often with a percentage as low as theirs.
And no beauty or style points in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed to.
Well, guys, now with the Nets and the Knicks both playing in New York, it's just added to the rivalry. It's already pretty strong to start with. But it's interesting, if you're from Brooklyn and you grew up rooting for the Knicks, who do you cheer for now? It's probably divided some households. A lot of rivalries in families alone. It should be interesting as this team takes further root in Brooklyn.
Now here's Williams. Gets rolled in by Noah. I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
He talked about how they match up with a player like Paul Pierce, saying, you know, he's one of those guys who really does it all at a high level. Defend, score, you name it. Defensively, we may look to double some and force other players to make shots. He's one of the greats. You enjoy the challenge of playing against him and just hope you can have enough to win. Guys, we'll see who carries the day.
And thank you for that, Doris. John Lucas has checked in for the Bulls. And back to this Knicks-Nets rivalry. The Knicks, Clark, are considered the more established dominant team, but it's definitely the Nets actually have the better winning percentage. And come as a surprise to some, have beaten the Knicks when you look at games head-to-head. Clark have had more playoff success.
Yeah, when you crunch the numbers, clearly the Nets are considered the upstarts, but the fact remains over the last decade, as you said, Kevin, they've been the better team, and I think whoever you root for, with both of them playing at a high level, it's a great time to be a hoops fan in New York.
Well said, it is. Here's Williams after the made shot from Lucas, and stolen by Lucas. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Back the lead. Pass to Lucas. 6 to shoot. Noah with a screen on Williams. Lets it go from deep. No good from Lucas.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good. But good ball movement anyway.
Thomas Johnson is good. It's back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 rechanges early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now here's Lucas. Back to Butler. Now the pass to Lee. Here's Dang. No good with the triple.
It seems for the past few years, the only time you heard about Brook Lopez's name was in what the Nets would give up for Dwight Howard. I mean, well, all of that talk goes away now, at least for a minute, because he signed that extension with the Nets. And because of that, I think he was more comfortable. And it showed in his production on the floor.
Here's Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm not with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
This quarter of action just over 3.5 minutes played. Shot is on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And the Brook Lopez a max contract going into this season. It is some evidence for sure, but the way he's elevated his game, it looks like right now he's been worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree with that. First-time All-Star, he improved as a shot blocker and a rebounder. And, you know, I thought he should have got maybe some votes at least for most improved player last season. Big reason why the Nets improved so much.
That's a good point. And Jefferson gets it to go.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
They get a hand on it. Goes up. A finish. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And, of course, they're meeting the team that was responsible for dealing them a very painful loss in the first round of the playoffs a year ago.
Two open that time. Made it too easy. Terry's got his first 2 points of the night. Ellington gets the lead. Evans on the double team. Gibson inside. Breaks it off the glass.
The 2 points are pretty much a lock when they're able to get the ball into that position inside.
Here's Beverly. And the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got his first basket.
Well, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
At the end of one, a closely contested game. So
This Monday night.
welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about what they have or haven't been doing?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Terry is out there with Tyjon Taylor. Then there's Evans. Then there's Allen Anderson. And it's Kirilenko in a power forward position. Anderson, defended by Jefferson. Terry, the pass to Kirilenko. Feeds it to Evans. Back to Kirilenko. He kicks it to Terry. Launches it. Shot no good. Good D by Lee.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Lucas dishes to Jefferson. And this is the go-ahead basket.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Anderson kicks to Terry. Got a piece of it. The feed now to Taylor. Launches a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lucas with it. Now guarded by Taylor. Taylor against Lucas. Lucas off a pick from Gibson. Lucas kicks to Dang. Lee. Offline with his three.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, you know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range and really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointer.
And the Nets miss again. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The dish now to Jefferson. Bulls moving the ball around. Gibson the screen. Lucas the pass to Lee. Back to Lucas. That's good. And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shots is that three-pointer.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out in transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Outside Williams. Hands. And it's caught by Rose. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. And locked Some contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Deron Williams.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he's able to hang in the air and change his shot to get it around the defender is purely amazing.
In low to Derrick. That's the bucket.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And, it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously, great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
Back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected coaches of the first 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader and basketball IQ off the charts. So I think he's one of the few guys that can go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
Gibson setting the pick for Rose. He passes to Derrick. Rose. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Fourth, Derrick Rose.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
For Chicago, they won the last contest that game against Oklahoma City.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense. Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach would probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Jimmy Butler comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Ellington is subbed in for Courtney Lee. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's a Teletovic who's checked in for Brook Lopez. Johnson dishes to Garnett. Rose with the rebound.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Ellington kicks to Rose. He feeds it to Dang. Lock at 6. And again, Chicago. No good. Next trailed by 5. Now Williams, averaging 9 points per contest. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Williams. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Tough at man, he goes old school almost with the finger roll.
And we're through 2 here in a good one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Tipping off your halftime. The Pistons.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to New York City, the bright beacon of the Statue of Liberty, lighting up the harbor.
What a game for Rose. He's got 13 points, and with 7 points coming from the free throw line, that's some good work.
It really is. I mean, he's going to have some bruises to show for it because he's been knocked around a little bit, but you got to love the aggressiveness.
Here's your time to the starting the second half here. Then out there at home, and there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Lee, and it's Rose in at the point guard position.
You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Back to Williams. Here's Lopez. That's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Brooklyn. Noah with the screen on Williams. Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player. You know, as much as anybody in the league, Pierce is able to hit the tough, contested shots. And I think that's because of his strength and his skill level and his ability to knock defenders off balance before rising up and making his jump shot.
And, you know, you said earlier the big buckets down the stretch. Pierce always ready to do that. In the deciding moments of the game, that's when he really separates himself and deserves the moniker, the truth.
The response, retaliation, impressive, guys.
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job when you cover those 3 points right away.
Rose goes in, Lee outside. Yes, that's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
They're playing so smart lately. Just the way they move the ball and they share it. They're always finding good looks.
Outside Williams. Working on Rose. From 17 feet out. And it's Williams again missing.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he's not helping their offense.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start the second half.
It's up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triples.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation guy. He's still developing his outside shot, and he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, other family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. You just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
And Williams, nice D from down.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Rose passes to Derrick. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 6 points for Luol Deng. Now here's Johnson. He has 6. Dishes it to Garnett. It's Kirilenko on the rim. Lots of room. He nails the jumper. 1:36 left in the 3rd. And here's Rose. 18 points for him. Back to Deng. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Williams hits to Johnson. Williams, the 3. Again, the miss by Williams.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Lee outside. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Right through the D for the layup. Rose has got 20.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
44 seconds left in the 3rd. Johnson against Lee. Johnson dishes to Williams. Unloads. And it's Williams again missing. Williams against Rose. And fouls on That's on Kevin Garnett. Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he knocks down the first one. Chicago making a switch here. No good on the second, so it's 1 of 2. Nets trailed by 14. Terry outside. Back to Lopez. And he banks into it. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
And it
This Friday night.
welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Bulls leading by 12. They've got Brook Lopez. Patrick Beverly out there with Terry. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. So that's the line for Brooklyn. Rose passes to Gibson. Back to Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Nets trailed by 14. Terry with it. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Noah. Here's Rose. Here's Butler. The kick out to Rose. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Back to Rose. Double team on Rose. Three-pointer. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Terry outside. Kicks to Pierce. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point line.
That shot becomes infamous for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He laid out the X's and O's. He told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Rose gets to Lee, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Back to Rose. Rose off the hook from Gibson. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Noah. And it's good. Back through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I really thought they did a better job, a much better job of getting it inside in the first half. We got to get back to throwing it in the paint more here in the second.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Gibson with the screen on Williams. Rose goes in. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. That's on Deron Williams, and he makes the first. And Rose drops them both. Timeout called the Nets.
Well, good timeout, guys, because this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's with a screen for Garnett. And Williams backs in. Shot from 16. That one goes.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And the dunk by Rose. It's astonishing to see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard.
Williams dishes to Garnett. Second shot opportunity. No, at the block. Williams against Rose. Lee outside. Passes it to Butler. Outside Rose. He's against Williams. Rose double team. The pass to Noah. That is good. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Poked away. It's stolen by Rose. Out to Lee. Back to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Goes off the hit from Gibson. And stolen by Deron Williams. Johnson outside. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Back in off the glass.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rose attacking. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Taking back this moment, these words I spoke, I know it. Now I can see clearly.
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
What's the defense doing now? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
It's rebounded by Ellington. Chicago has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Lucas kicks to Ellington. And again, Chicago, no good. And here's Anderson. No, it's good. And so Chicago takes this one. And by a...
Step closer to your dreams. Does it mean everything in between where you are right now and where you want to be? Must suffer for the cause like it ought to be. Me against the world in apostrophes. You look around like ain't nothing stopping me. This is my time. Should have taken back this moment. These words I spoke, I know it. Now I can see clearly. I folded, I shouldered too much weight. I hold in too much pain, and it destroyed me, and then rebuilt me, and now it can feel me. It follows me everywhere I go, but it can never break me. Now I know. I was lying to myself back then, but the truth was always bleeding out my pen. I fade back to myself in the end. I'm just one step away. I ascend. I climb that faded staircase of sin. I'm reaching in vain just to hold on to them. Once again, the memories seem to blend. My enemies and friends seem to vanish in the wind. to be one step closer to your dreams. Does it mean everything in between where you are right now and where you wanna be? Must suffer for the cause.